Jones has admitted his frustrations with how the season has played out for the 2-5 Cowboys. During his radio interview yesterday, he was asked if there was a leadership void on the team with Dak Prescott and several starting offensive linemen out. And Jerry snapped back, telling the host to shut up and that in his eyes, no such void existed. Jerry did later apologize for getting chippy during the interview. So, Shannon, how much do the Cowboys miss Dak's leadership?
It's really unquantifiable. I think the thing is the mistake that Jerry was making, Skip, all he was looking at was Dak production on the field. And these issues never arose because Dak was always there. And so now he's getting an opportunity to see something like you said, Skip, Tom Brady's value. Yeah, we know he's a transcendent historical quarterback, but it's the locker room, things that never got to Coach Bill Belichick's desk, that his value was equally as important to what he was doing on the field. Now, I'm not saying Dak Prescott is or will ever be Tom Brady, but the way he was handling that locker room, the leadership that he was displaying in that locker room, you get to see firsthand what his absence means. You see, Jerry doesn't like the question of leadership because, Skip, in Jerry's mind, who's the unquestioned leader of the Dallas Cowboys? Him.
Not even close.
It's him.
Yeah, I agree.
So he got upset that the guy said, no, it ain't no leadership problem because I'm still in charge. I'm still here. So that's what Jerry took offense to. How dare you say someone else is a bigger and better leader of the Dallas Cowboys than me? Well, actually, Jerry, an owner can't ever be a leader. You know why, Jerry? Not to the extent that you're thinking, because he's not in the locker room every day. There are things going on in that locker room. You have no idea what's going on, Jerry. But Dak would, because Dak would be in there. And they would feel comfortable enough. Some things they don't feel. Now, they'll go run upstairs and tell you something that Mike McCarthy or Mike Nolan's doing. But there are other things that they're only going to share with someone that they feel is on an equal plane with them. That's a player. So, yes, they absolutely miss Dak. And his value, Skip, did you know Dak reached the $40 million plateau mark and been out for the last 4-5 weeks? Dak's value is actually increasing. It's like with them old cars, Skip. You remember you had an old car back in the 60s, 70s? You never knew it would be as valuable in 2000 or the 2020s as it was like, man, I no piece of thing. Dak Prescott ain't playing a game. And Jerry Jones is starting to realize that his value, although he's not playing, is increasing because he brings more than play. It's leadership. And it's greatly missed in that locker room. And Jerry is finding out that out the hard way. Skip, they traded one of your Pro Bowlers yesterday.
What does that mean?
I'm just saying, it just goes to show you. So, I mean, you the worst defense in football and you trading some of your best players? Are they tanking? Are y'all start?
What have I told you the last 2 days?
No, you know what, Skip? Everson Griffin is really not a Cowboy. He signed with the Cowboys, and when they start trading players that they drafted, then that's going to show me something. I mean, but guys, Skip, is Dontari Poe even playing anymore? I very seldom see him on the field, Skip. And so, yes, there's the leadership void. Jerry took exception to the interviewer asking him about leadership because that's an indictment on him. And how dare you question my leadership?
Okay. Very quickly, I'm going to address the Everson Griffin trade, which did not surprise me. It startled me, but it didn't surprise me when I sat back because I've told you for 2 straight days on this show, I believe that Jerry Jones is secretly sitting back and folding his arms and playing for Trevor Lawrence. I believe it. And you say, well, how are they going to out-lose the Jets? I don't think my team, the Dallas Cowboys, are capable of winning another game this year. So they're going to finish 2-14. Can that out-lose the Jets, who haven't won a game yet, right?
Well, Coach Belichick might say, hold my beer.
Okay.
He might be trying to out-lose.
Okay, maybe. Okay, so that's Everson Griffin, who, by the way, made the Pro Bowl last year in Minnesota. Maybe it was on reputation, but Detroit snatched him up because against Detroit in that division, when he was a Viking, he was really good. 19 games against Detroit, he had 16 sacks. Okay, so he played at a pretty high level. They need a pass rusher, and they said, thank you very much. Yeah. We will take him.
Skip, they gave the man away for a
conditional sixth round. That means he's probably got to play. He's got to produce. He's got to have X sacks to get a 6, or you're stuck with a 7th round pick. Are you just saying no mas? Are you done for the year? Maybe.
I don't know what they say.
Are you unloading? Right? Okay, now back to Dak Prescott. I wish I could agree with you because I love Dak Prescott, and I do think he's a natural-born leader. I don't want to disrespect or diminish his ability to lead this team, but you said it. You answered your own question within the question. The way this whole franchise is rigged or geared, it's all about the owner, general manager, Gerald Wayne Jones Jr. I'm sorry, period, end of story. He leads because he rules. Everything starts and finishes with Jerry. And it's so weird to me because Cowboy Nation just waits with bated breath for his Tuesday morning radio show, The State of the Union from Jerry Jones. This is insanity, right?
Yep.
Because every week we just wait. What are you going to do now, Jerry? Nothing. I believe in Mike McCarthy. I've got my man in Mike McCarthy. And isn't it sad that you have your man in Mike McCarthy because you chose him because he had the strength of being able to lose and stand tall. It's not about him winning games. Jerry was raving about his ability to stand tall under adversity.
Skip.
Really? So that's why you hired the guy? Because he can take it on the chin?
Skip, can you tell me the adversity he endured having Brett Favre and Aaron Rodgers?
Well, they did at the end because he fell apart with Aaron and they had some rough times.
When Aaron think about it, when Aaron got hurt, now when Aaron gets hurt, if he can keep them as a pretty good team like Kyle Shanahan does, okay, I can say that. But his team fell apart when Aaron Rodgers got hurt.
Okay, so you're suggesting that all of a sudden Dak has gone into the $40 million range just in his absence. Okay, help me out. I want to take you back quickly through what's happened at various points of Dak's career. He lost Zeke, remember, in 2017, and they went to Atlanta. The first game was at Atlanta, and do you remember what happened? They did not have Tyron Smith for that game.
8 sacks happened.
8 sacks happened. They lost 27-7 to Matt Ryan and company. And Dak was pretty awful, but how can you not be awful when you don't have time to throw and you're getting rocked from your blind side again and again and again?
Correct.
Well, where was the leadership that day? Well, you can't lead against that. And then they come right home. They lose to Philly, and your guy walking to him, 37-9, and Dak had a QBR of 16 on a scale of 0 to 100. And he got sacked again 4 more times. He threw 3 picks. He was horrendously bad. Where was the leadership then? I don't know. Then came the Thanksgiving Day game that you referred to yesterday. It was the San Diego Chargers, Phillip Rivers. They go to Jerry World on the Thanksgiving stage, and they rout Dallas, just blew them off the field 28-6, and Dak had a QBR of 19. Where was the leadership then?
Skip, you can't base performance on leadership. There are certain things that are handled. You look at this team, and you look at the way they're playing. Okay. And they might have lost, but Skip, they're losing now before they even hit the field.
Okay, I got it. But remember what happened last year? Because it still just sticks in my craw. I mean, I'm sore, like my insides are sore from having to even deal with this because it makes me sick to my stomach. But last year, after that hot start, Dak's team went 5-8 over the last 13 games, and Pro Football Focus graded him out as the 15th best quarterback over the last 13 games. Remember, you gave him 7.